Muhammad has made many of these pieces before. Back in rural Damascus, where she used to live, knitting was a way to pass time. But after fleeing Syria, it has become the only way for her to make a living. Many other Syrian women refugees are trying to support their families, but jobs are hard to come by.
Syrian women refugees live in harsh economic and psychological circumstances. I and some other women thought we could start a small project teaching women how to knit so they can support themselves.
She doesn't get paid regularly, and when she does, it's not much. But Muhammad says this is the only thing keeping her from asking people for charity, something she says she can't bring herself to do. In a small village in Irbid province near the Syrian border, Khalid Ali takes me to his workplace. He fled his hometown of Daraa with his wife and children 10 months ago.
I work on construction sites, as you can see. Life is hard as I don't earn much, but I'm luckier than many other refugees who can't find a job and can't feed their families. I worry about not being able to pay the rent. I worry about not being able to buy milk for my newborn son.
Hundreds of thousands of Syrian refugees have fled their home country into neighboring Jordan looking for safety and shelter for them and their families. But many months on here, they're also looking for a way to make a living. The problem is they're looking for jobs in a country with a high unemployment rate and very limited resources. Many here worry that the influx of cheap Syrian labor is undercutting native workers who have been struggling to find jobs themselves. Everything about a refugee's life is temporary. Things can change any minute. What doesn't change, however, is the daily concern about where the next meal is coming from. Shaima Khalil, BBC News, Amman.